Hey guys, so I just got back from getting to see Trolls Band together at the Animation is Film Festival here in Los Angeles, California. And if you're new to the channel, if you haven't been around a while, you might not know that I'm a massive NSYNC fan. Huge NSYNC fan, guys. But putting that aside, let's talk about this movie because, of course, I was very excited for Better Place and to get to hear it in the movie. And yes, I cried. I mean, there were multiple times I cried, but I've got to tell you, this movie is, I mean, it is chock full of boy band references. Like, think Turning Red, you know how there was all the boy band references in there? It's like that, but like more. But I've got to say, there's a lot more in this film than just boy band references. Yes, there's a whole lot. There's a ton. You know, we've seen them in the trailer. There's more than that. There's more than you could even imagine. And they're all amazing and incredible. And it's very exciting as a girl who grew up in the 90s to get to experience that on screen. Absolutely loved it. But there's a lot more to this movie, too. Like, it's all about family, right? And those bonds that you have with family, which definitely hit me. I really enjoyed seeing that as well. Again, something we've seen in the trailers, but yeah, they really lean into the family aspect and the family dynamics and different dynamics that different families have, which I really appreciated because you have several of those. Then, of course, there's a lot of heart in this movie. There always are in the Trolls movies. There were times that it didn't have to do with an NSYNC or a boy band reference that made me teary. It just had to do with the story. I think the story here is really good. Gets a little dark, which I can appreciate. It feels a little bit more grown up. Okay, the filmmakers did a Q&A after, and they talked about how this really did evolve. They wanted it to kind of grow up with the audience that watched the original Trolls film, the first Trolls film, and they made it a little more mature. There's definitely some jokes for adults or older minds in there, but it gets dark too, you know. There's definitely some moments that you can be like, oh, that might be a little scary for little kids, but I don't really think it was. There was a lot of younger kids in the audience, and they all seemed to really enjoy it. My daughters are 10 and 12. They absolutely loved the film. For me personally, it's easily better than the second film, which I did enjoy, but it was very much Infinity War, but I enjoyed it, right? But it's very close to the first one. It might even be better than the first one. That could be not just recency bias, but it could be I'm a little bit boy band reference / NSYNC bias. So that definitely could be it. But for me, it's like, I think it's better, but I need to see it again to see if really is it better, or am I just leaning into my love of NSYNC and really pushing that forward, you know, to the top. And is that why I loved it so much? But the animation is stunning. They do some water in this, and the way they do water is so smart. There's a couple different kinds of animation mixed in, which again, we saw in the trailers. So you guys can expect that, but the way it's done is really good. Lots of great humor. I mean, this cast is incredible. They've been incredible. The new additions are incredible. And again, I really like the story. I love the villains in this. Especially, I don't want to get too much into it, but I really like the villains, and I love why they are villains and their story a little bit. That's the easiest way to say it without spoiling it. And I love the end of this movie so much. I died and cried simultaneously. It was amazing. There's so much to love about this. And if you're an NSYNC fan, you might think you know every single thing that's going to happen. There are more references. Like, there were times I'd be like, oh, and I'd like grab my daughter's hand and like explain to her what that meant, you know? Like, there's a lot going on here for fans of NSYNC and fans of boy bands in general. But there's a lot going on here for fans of Trolls as well. Like I said, I really feel like this is a little bit more grown up than the first Trolls, a little bit more grown up than the second Trolls. It feels like they're kind of growing with their audience. I hope we get many more, because I just love this world and I love these characters. And what we got with the Bergens was great too. It's not a lot. They try not to overshadow. In the Q&A, they actually talked about there was a whole sequence of the honeymoon, I guess, that they were going to include, but they took that out because it just kind of overshadowed. Well, it was also very dark. They explained it. They said it will be on the Blu-rays DVD bonus features. So fingers crossed, because it sounds amazing what they described. But they said it just took you away from Poppy and Branch too much. I love Branch's story in this, the story of his family. I like kind of getting to learn about that. There's definitely some moments story-wise, like I said, that really had me tearing up. That didn't even have to do with NSYNC. It was just about family and that sort of thing. I loved it. I can't wait to see it again. It ended and I was like, can I watch it again, please? Yes, thank you. Really loved it. Again, stunning animation, just a great, great time at the movies. I think it's going to be a huge hit with families, especially. The music that they chose is amazing. So many toe-tapping moments, so many catchy songs used, surprise songs used that were very exciting to see. Always fantastic, these musical numbers in Trolls. You can't go wrong with those, and they definitely shined here. There's an incredible action sequence in the third act that is just so much fun and absolutely incredible to watch. So, listen, I loved this film so much. I can't wait to see it again. And my NSYNC loving heart was just, I was on cloud nine, you guys. Let me know if you're excited for Trolls Band Together down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you guys can check me out at MamasGeeky.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.